Good morning. Welcome to Blissful Monkey. It's another wonderful Saturday, a little cooler than yesterday. Today we'll be working on some shoulders and chest. So if you're at home and would like to grab a strap or a belt or a towel, you might find that helpful to have with you for practice. Enjoy. Let's start standing at the top of our mat. Beautiful. Breathing in and out, grounding down through the soles of your feet. And just continuing to settle into your body. To your mind. And begin to spin the palms to face the wall in front of you. Externally rotating the arms. And as you do so, feel your shoulder blades subtly squeeze together and then also down. Pull your wingtips down. Reach your fingers actively towards the floor. Keeping this engagement, begin to zip up through your midline, belly in and up, ribs are knit. Beautiful. Length all the way out through the crown of the head. And you might like to do some internal and external rotation in coordination with your breath. So as you exhale, rotate the palms towards the body into the back. As you inhale, spin them back open. You can even start to move a little bit more through the shoulders, through the scapulas, maybe even allowing the ribs to move a little bit more open and to knit as you move and breathe. Just beginning to awaken that rotator cuff group of muscles, that shoulder joint. And with each inhale, invite new oxygen, new energy, a release into this space. A few more times with the flow of your breath. Maybe you just on the last few, see if you can create even greater range of rotation. Yeah, beautiful. And when you're ready, we'll just meet in Tadasana, mountain pose. If it feels right for your balance, balls, the big toes touching, heels slightly separated. Another re-zipping up through your midline. Inhale the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, spread the arms out wide, reach the fingertips away from your midline and draw the hands down towards the waist. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, maybe an optional forward fold. Exhale, hands back down. Noticing the lift, the reach of the palms up as they come to touch. And exhale, press the palms down. A couple more times with the flow of your breath. And now as we inhale, we'll bring the arms through the center, palms facing each other. Up overhead to touch, maybe a little back bend. And as you exhale, reach the fingertips forward, back by your side. Continue with the flow of your breath. See if you can increase your range of motion just a little bit more. Maybe the arms even sweep beyond your body to the back on the exhale. There, beautiful. We'll meet with our hands at heart center. Set an intention for your practice. A big inhale. Sigh it out, exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, find eagle arms. Right arm wrapping underneath left. Lifting the elbows a little higher, activating the hands away from the face. Continue that zipping up through your center. Breathe into the space in your back body. On the next inhale, lengthen through the ribs. And as you exhale, just side bend to the right. You might start more of a clockwise circular motion on the exhale, coming down through center, little forward fold, rolling back up. Maybe 2 more times. Exhale to the bottom. Inhale on your way back up. Release the arms. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, eagle arms wrapping left underneath right. Finding a little bit more lift of the elbows. Palms activating away from the face. Inhale, lengthen your ribs. Exhale, side bend to the left. On your next exhale, in a counterclockwise direction, exhale through to the bottom. Inhale all the way up. 2 more times with the flow of your breath. You can let the head hang heavy if that feels right. Nice, Terri. Beautiful. Inhale, unwrap the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back. Inhale, scoop the chest up and through. Exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Maybe extend length through the right leg. Beautiful. Move with the flow of your breath. Inhale, bend deep into the right knee. Scoop the chest. Exhale, round the spine, lengthen through the right leg. Continue with the flow of your breath and body. Beautiful. We can see as Terri exhales, she's lifting her belly in and up. There's space being created between belly and thigh. We'll pause when we bend back into our right knee. Keep the left hand planted. Inhale, right arm for a twist. Just like we did when we were standing, see if you can begin to squeeze your shoulder blades, your scapulas towards your spine, broadening through your chest, through your collarbones. Belly is still lifting in and up. The hips are still buoyant. We're just adding a little extra attention to our chest and back. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release right hand. Hover the right foot as you step back to plank. Try not to drag your foot. Beautiful. Lower down on your exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Pause here. A couple of breaths here in your up dog. Softness through the elbows. Again, that same drawing the shoulder blades together, opening through the chest. Keep your low belly lifting to support your low back. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, scoop the chest up and through. Exhale, round out, lengthen through left leg. Beautiful. Just lubricating our joints with some gentle movement. We'll meet back with the left knee bent, the right hand plants. Inhale, left arm lifts for a twist. Again, squeeze those shoulder blades towards each other. Beautiful. Feel your chest opening, expanding. If you were to have a tape measure, the width would actually grow wider. One more inhale. Exhale, plant left hand. Lift that left foot, step back, plank pose. Beautiful. Lower down, chaturanga. Pause on your upward facing dog again. A few more breaths. It might feel nice, yep, to look shoulder over shoulder. Exhale, lift hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, peel open the hip. Release to down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, peel open the hip. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale it back, kick it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Scoop it up, hips stay high. You can see Terri pressing away from the earth, keeping that buoyancy. Inhale, three-legged dog. Another knee to nose. Try to step your foot between your hands, warrior two. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, everything softens. Reach the fingers away from each other. Strong drishti out over right fingers. Beautiful. Let's all settle our back arm, our left arm just a little bit more. Beautiful. Belly in, tailbone heavy. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Let's half bind with the left arm. Beautiful. Stay strong in the bend in your right leg. Knee stays over ankle. With this half bind, inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Without using your right arm, exhale, side bend. So just reach the arm forward. Beautiful. Then begin to find your posture. See if you can keep your half bind in your side angle. And see if we can again bring space into our chest. Use your tummy muscles, use your rib muscles, use your back muscles to help you create this frame. Almost there. Breathe into that right leg. It's working. Yeah, one more inhale. Reach the left fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale, left hand to the floor without dragging the right foot. Step back, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Pause here. Find the space between the inhale and exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left armpit. Keep those hips high, belly in and up. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot between the hands. Help it forward. Warrior two. Settle in. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, settle them down. Strong dristi. Over left fingertips. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Begin to explore that half bind option, the right arm binding behind the back. You can see Terri's hands can reach her left hip crease, but maybe for you, you hold on to your shirt, you reach for your waist. Maybe it's just a very subtle and gentle expression. Belly in. Inhale brings you through warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Move with the flow of your breath. We'll pause in our warrior two. Lift through the ribs. Without using the left arm to start, exhale, side angle, and then begin to find the pose. Beautiful. So in this half bind, we can use our left arm, whether it's on our thigh or inside the left leg, to press, to create equal and opposite pressure, to spin the chest open. Breathe into your left leg. Inhale, reach that right arm back up to the ceiling. Exhale, plant right hand. Find your flow without scraping the foot. Beautiful. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Yeah, shake it out. Take a couple deep inhales. Open that mouth. Exhale. Yes. Now let's come on to our tippy toes. Let's bend our thighs towards our belly. Bring our belly towards our thighs. Beautiful. Feel that length happening in your spine. With your legs and belly like this, start to draw your triceps back towards your legs. So yes, beautiful. Tracking through the hands on your mat. Draw the backs of your arms towards your thighs. Now see if you can keep this movement, keep this length, and begin to extend the legs long by simply lowering the heels towards the floor. Just noticing the difference. This might not be a sustainable down dog all the time, but it might feel like a nice variation, a nice release. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward, walk or hop the feet to the hands, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right knee to nose, step it forward, high lunge. Begin to pat yourself on the back with your right hand. Gomukhasana variation to start. You can always bring the left hand to your right elbow to start, especially if you don't have the complete bind. This is a really nice way to open the body for Gomukhasana, cow-facing arms. It's really tempting to let our breakfast, our belly contents spill out. So bring everything back in and up, lift through your midline, and then maybe you start to find that strap or towel or shirt or fingertips as you find your Gomukhasana arms. Another inhale. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, hover your belly in your Gomukhasana arms over your right thigh. Beautiful. Get light through your left toes. We're going to get bouncy and we're going to transition to Warrior 3 with cow-facing arm variation. You might bring that left hand back to your right elbow. And see if in true nature of Warrior 3, you take the back bend out of the pose. Breathe here. On your next inhale, squeeze your left knee up to your chest. Release your Gomukhasana arms. Give that left knee a hug. Take your right hand to the outside edge of your left thigh. Begin to find your twist. Keep this twist here. Begin to extend your left leg behind you in your twist, and you're going to reach the right fingertips towards the floor, half moon pose. Same concept, shoulder blades squeeze together, chest broadens, belly in and up. You might find a half bind here. Maybe you find a quad stretch. Maybe you get really fancy and take a lot of weight out of those right fingertips. The knuckles are no longer white. Maybe the hand hovers. Maybe that right hand comes to chest. Lots of options. On your exhale, release to standing split. That right leg's working hard. Woo-wee! Especially when we move slower, it really accentuates the use. One more inhale. On your exhale, release to any forward fold of your choice. Maybe you take a moment, you shake out the hips, you shake out the back. Settling into your Uttanasana. And on your inhale, very slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. The hands will follow above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left knee to nose, step it between the hands, high lunge. Finding our Gomukhasana variation, start by patting yourself on the back with your left hand. Again, helpful. Right hand can come to left elbow. Find the ribs knitting, the zipping up through the midline. And this is typically a posture where it's quite different usually side to side. You might start to find the fingers, find the shirt, but bring length through the front of your neck. Press your head into your left arm a little bit. There we go, beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hover belly over thigh. Keep your Gomukhasana. Fire on both legs. When you're ready, get bouncy through those right toes. Find your warrior 3 variation with cow facing arms. Try to take the back bend out of the posture. It's hard because Gomukhasana arms naturally want to take us into a back bend, especially in our attachment to binds, always wanting to get the fingers. On your inhale, begin to hug your right knee up to your chest. Left hand comes to the outside edge of the right thigh. Reach the right arm back for a twist. Notice what's going on in your mind. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Keep the twist through the shoulders, through the rib cage. Begin to extend your right leg back and then begin to transition to your half moon pose. Chest is broad, scapulas or shoulder blades towards each other. Optional, half bind with the right arm, quad stretch. Start to transition a little bit of the weight out of that left hand. Low belly in and up. Release any tension through the neck. And on your exhale, standing split. Woo-wee. Aye, aye. And release to your favorite forward fold in this moment. Maybe a tabletop, maybe a child's pose, maybe it feels right to come up to stand. Ultimately, taking these few moments as your own. Sigh it out, and we'll transition to our downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, plank pose. Drop knees or not, this chaturanga is going to take us all the way to our belly very slowly, maybe on an actual couple cycles of breath. Beautiful, Terri. When you get to your belly, stack the palms, rest your forehead or a cheek on the backs of your hands. You might sway your hips a little side to side, maybe a few windshield wipering of the legs on slow setting. All right, we're going to extend our right arm out to our side at a 90-degree angle, beautiful, level with our shoulder. You can also, if it feels better, you can do the same thing against the wall if you have wall space at home. Begin to plant your left hand by your left shoulder. Terri's going to press through her left hand so that she can start to roll the left side of her body away from the floor up to the ceiling. You can see her left leg immediately went back behind her. If your foot can't touch the floor, you can always put it onto a pillow or something. You could keep the legs stacked. Lots of choices. But breathe into this chest space. It might feel nice to keep that grounding, anchoring, pressing action through the left palm. You might like to inhale the left arm towards the ceiling. You might like to half bind your left arm, or maybe the most advanced, flip your right palm towards the ceiling. Your right palm towards the ceiling. Yes, your left palm towards the floor. Terri cheated a little bit. I'm going to call her out. She lowered her hand below her shoulder height, but she's going to try to find her fingers. That is a quite intense. Yeah. Exact. There we go. Now she's going to try to bring her arms back a little higher. Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the amazing anatomical things, is you know you have fingers on both hands, but they can't find each other. Yeah, you look good. Beautiful. If you can roll your left shoulder open and back a little bit more. Yeah, yeah. Biggie, biggie. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Invite that oxygen into the space of the chest, the space of sensation. And just for a moment, invite your belly contents to just let go. So much of the time we're all walking around with our bellies sucked in and up. So just let that tension, let that engagement go for just a moment. Almost there. About 3 more cycles of breath. And you'll very slowly roll back onto your tummy when you're ready. Take a few moments to just adjust, adapt, position the body in a way that brings some comfort, some grounding. We're going to do a very similar movement on the right side again. So this time our arm will be in goalpost. So our right shoulder is still going to be the same height. Our right elbow will be the height of our shoulder, beautiful, with the elbow bent at 9 degrees. That left hand again will press by the left shoulder, and you'll begin to press into the left hand, rolling the left side of your body towards the ceiling. Now, for a lot of us, this might bring a greater sensation. It definitely changes the nature of the stretch. Don't push it, but there's still the option to reach the left fingertips towards the ceiling or potentially even half bind. But just kind of allow the right arm to remain at 90 degrees where it is. And if you're at home and your head is not able to comfortably rest on the floor, you can always put a pillow under your cheek. Yep, the legs can always adapt. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, roll back onto your tummy. Maybe even rolling onto your back for a moment would feel nice. Just take a moment, unwind. We'll begin to transition to the left side. So it's hard to see on camera here, but Terri's left arm is reaching straight out of her shoulder. Hand is the same height as her shoulder. She's going to press through the palm of her right hand, and she's going to peel the right side of her body away from the floor and up towards the ceiling. You can stack that right leg behind you or on top of the left, whatever you'd like. Take a moment, settle in. The right hand might be perfect where it is. You might like to reach the fingertips towards the ceiling. There could be a half bind, and the deepest variation is the full bind. Without compromising the level of your arms, you flip the left palm towards the ceiling, the right palm down, and then you try to find the fingers.
So weird.
Your right arm has to go up higher. Like, yeah, yes, now straight down. Almost, they just missed each other.
There it is.
Breathe into this space. This is a great time in our practice to come back to our intention. We don't always have to know the why behind aspects of our life, but by setting an intention helps us to realize the why. Why are we practicing? Why are we making certain choices and behaviors? Why do we want that certain goal? And all along the way, we must have compassion for ourselves so that we can have compassion for others. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, roll back onto your tummy. Take a moment, unwind. The left arm will go out to 90 degrees like a goalpost, so the elbow will be the same height as the shoulder with the elbow bent at 90 degrees. Right hand presses next to the chest as you again peel the right side of your body away from the earth, up towards the ceiling. This variation typically has more sensation. So breathe and adapt. A few more cycles of breath here. Your exhale will bring you onto your tummy. We'll eventually, over the next few moments, all meet in child's pose with knees together and hands back by our feet. Just like our belly contents, invite your shoulder to just simply release. Reach the arms up overhead. Downward facing dog. Last sequence off of the earth. Inhale, lift the right leg. Bend the knee, peel open the hip. Breathe into this new space you've created. Inhale, knee to nose. Step the foot between the hands, high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the right. We are going to see if we can deepen through this variation. So see if you can try to get your hook of the left arm higher up on your right thigh. Beautiful. Use that super glue. Inhale, right arm lifts. This is where you might stay. You might begin to take a half bind. You might begin to take a full bind. And see if wherever you are, you can close your eyes or at least soften your gaze. This is sort of the last big hoorah of our practice. You can stay here. The other option I'll offer is you can begin to hop that left foot a little closer to your right, which takes some control. Beautiful. And then maybe you start to come up to stand for a little experiment here. Beautiful. A twisted bird of paradise, we'll say. Beautiful. Maybe that right leg extends. Beautiful. But of course, what goes up must come back down with control. Beautiful, Terri. We'll all inhale to center, high lunge. Another big inhale. Exhale, make your way to your down dog, customizing how you move based on where you're at in your practice. Yep. Beautiful. Wherever we are, we'll be in down dog together. We'll inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, peel open the hip. Inhale, knee to nose. Step the foot between the hands. High lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, see if you can create a hook with the right arm higher up towards the hip on the left leg. Start by first inhaling your left hand towards the ceiling. You might find a little half bind. You might find a full bind. Keep the hips buoyant, no matter what. And breathe here. If you'd like, you can begin to hop the right foot forward and begin to slowly make your way up to stand. Maybe you just get that left foot off the floor an inch. Maybe you can come all the way up and extend your left leg. If you've come up, begin to come back down. The next inhale brings you to high lunge. Exhale, settle in. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hand. Step the right foot forward. Heel toe the feet, outer hip distance. Maybe a little wider. Turn the toes out. Malasana prayer squat. Hands to heart center. Draw the thumbs to the chest. See if you can really expand through your chest here. And with acknowledgement of hips and knees, see if you can begin to reach your bum back to find Navasana, boat pose. Any variation of Navasana you'd like. And you can see Terri's continuing to lift her chest up, lengthen through her spine. And then start to hug the knees to the chest in Navasana. Keep hugging the left knee as you extend the right leg long. You might need to adjust where you are on your mat. So we'll keep the right leg long, hugging the left knee into the chest. Beautiful. Inhale, right arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, find a twist to the left. You might hook, you might not. But wherever we are in our twist, let's all see if we can bring our left hand a little closer to our bum. Beautiful. To create length in the spine, a little bit of torque to help lengthen and deepen into our twist. The next exhale brings you back towards the front. Heel toe that left foot out a couple inches to the left so that you can create space in the hips to begin to reach the arms forward inside the left leg. And then Terry's going right where I was going to offer, which is a bind. So you might start to first scoop your left arm in front of your left shin, and then you might try to find your left fingertips with your right hand. A little bit of action through the right leg like you're standing on it. A happy balance between engagement and lengthening. And then if you have a half or a full bind here, you might like to play around as you come up before we take our Janu Shirshasana of keeping the left arm in front of the left leg, planting your hands and seeing if you can lift your hips. Yeah! Woohoo! All right, bring that butt back down and open that left knee out to the side, Janu Shirshasana. And we're going to take a twisted Janu Shirshasana. So we're going to reach, yep, beautiful. The left hand to the outside edge of the right leg. And then if you'd like, you can begin to open the chest towards the right, trying to stack right shoulder on top of left. Yep. And peeling open. Yeah, there could be a half bind with the right arm again. And if it doesn't feel quite right, find that Janu Shirshasana of choice. Begin to unwind, roll on up, extend the left leg to meet the right, shake it out. And then begin to hug the right knee in. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, twist it out. Keep that right hand closer to your bum so you can find a length and a twist. Your next exhale brings you back around. Heel toe that right foot out a couple of inches so that you can reach forward, right shoulder inside right leg. You might begin to reach back with your right arm for a half bind. You might full bind with your left. And as we make our way back up, preparing for our Janu Shirshasana, you might hook that right tricep. Press through your hands, lift your hips. Woo-wee! And we'll all begin to find our Janu Shirshasana. Again, a slight twisting variation if that feels right for you today. On behalf of Terri, myself, and Blissful Monkey, we thank you for joining us for class. And hope you're doing well and healthy. Again, if you'd like to make a contribution to support the studio, you can find Blissful Monkey on Venmo. A big inhale and exhale. Inhale our way up to seat and begin to roll all the way onto your back, enjoying a nice full body stretch. Bend the knees, plant the feet on the floor. We're just going to find one bridge pose, not for very long, but with the opportunity to, as we press the hips off the earth, to begin to inch the shoulder blades closer and interlace the fingers. Just to create a little bit of a heart opener here as we conclude our practice. And just for some food for thought, before we finally arrive in Shavasana. Shavasana today might be child's pose with the knees wide. It's a nice way, perhaps, to settle in and do the final releasing of the body from our practice. But of course, any Shavasana is acceptable and encouraged. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower the hips. Knees wide, soles of the feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. And just invite the hands to some aspect of your body to kind of close your circuitry. Your drishti and awareness is going inward. Sometimes when I first step onto my mat to practice, I feel like a 50-foot extension cord all twisted and bound up. And hopefully by now you feel as though you're lengthened, the kinks are all out of the system, and that you're able to sort of sense one end and one aspect to another. The legs will begin to extend long as we find our Shavasana. Encouraging you to stay here as long as you'd like. That veil that minutely separates your internal environment, your internal mind with your external world continues to offer you that layer of protection and filtering. A few more cycles of breath here. If you'd like to invite a little bit of movement into the body, you're welcome to. You'll begin to roll onto your side if you're ready into fetal pose. And your way to your seat. Inviting hands to heart center. Bring a smile to your face in gratitude and compassion. Hands to third eye. Bowing forward. Namaste.